To outbreak Nathan into turn 2, yes he does. And looks like Smallberger's going to go with him, and he gets a tap. Smallberger gets a tap into turn 2 and...
Go. Let's hope he's learned his lesson. Webster should be on the grippier side of the road. Harfield sideways again though, and this time almost loses it completely. Webster into the gravel trap. You could see that coming a mile away. It nearly happened a lap ago. And unfortunately, lessons were not learned. There are 2 cars off further back and 1 on its roof. And that is the 138 car of...
Replay. Oh, big contact and high speed as well. You know what? They're both going to get away with that with minimal damage. O'Keefe protecting the line. Cameron. Oh, Harris. No! British touring car style into the back of Aaron Cameron. And was not the first.
Collins got a little shaky coming in. Did he tap
back? There's no chance that was going to happen from back there. So I think he'll have a few questions to be answered. And poor Justin Allen just getting caught up in that one as well. So yeah, not ideal from Collins there. So
as we see, lock up. He's just come in and locked up. That's something breaking there. Gaines would not.
Alors on va attendre la fin de ce premier tour. Attention, ici on a Thierry Soif qui est parti donc à la faute, semble-t-il. Pilote de la Lamborghini qui va donc s'élancer dans ce premier tour en tête. Oh là, on a eu un contact derrière, il y a eu 2 voitures qui sont parties à la...
Et ouais, décidément. Ah, c'est Stéphane Yard qui a tenté de faire l'intérieur à Christophe Ferré dans le virage de Bandor. Mais Christophe Ferré qui ne l'a pas vu sûrement, ou peut-être que Stéphane Yard était un petit peu ambitieux.
As we come towards turn number 1, there might be the lead. A bit of contact there between what was P1 and P3, and actually it is R&B Racing that come afoul from that through turn number 3. They make a move up the inside of the other EBM car. And they surely leave the room, and oh no, there's contact. Oh, whoa, that's a huge shunt on the exit of turn number 1.
Went up above 4 seconds. It's just hovering around for the moment. Oh, and then Nate Pachura, is that Pachura? Alex Pachura?
That was Alex Pachura getting stuffed into the seeing on TV and get a very, very cool poster. 4:30 at the Mazda Series Transporter. Go meet them, get the poster.
Which is at the turn 6.
1-2. Weston Workman not getting the help he was depending on from his teammate as off the track goes Gresham Wagner, defending series champion from 2021 yesterday.
So what was the problem up at Tower Turn? Answer, oh, a hit. I was going to say came in backwards, but got some help with MX-5. So there was multiple car contact at turn 17 last time around.
For this season, because that's what he's raced on in Sprint Challenge.
He was being a bit ambitious there as we go to a full course. Time further up the field, and a moment or 2 later.
I think that was Kenton King.
Yeah, but was the contact, or was he just avoiding it? And again, that's very difficult to see from that.
Blue and black car.
2 offs in recent times. It was turn 1 and then turn 6. Oh, he got help at turn 6, and I'm afraid bottom of the splitter, and it's absolutely essential to how the car runs.
Ooh.
It was rear first for after the contact at turn 17. Was dropping oil. Might have spun on his own oil, actually. It's not unusual for Porsches to do that. My goodness, that was a scary moment as the second car came and take the position. Now, what happened further back? There'd already been contact early on.
Angel Benitez had rear contact as well, though, so I don't think he was the perpetrator necessarily. Madeline Stewart already.
That would make sense. They were roughly together.
Here we go. It's a moment looking down the inside. Yes, it was Richard Edge down the inside of Mark Wame. They get spun around. James Sofronis goes off, trying to avoid the carnage.
Angel Benitez, TCR lead at the time. Oh yeah, I think there's been contact there.
Top of the shot. Whoa, it was deep. Sparta, I believe, in the 92 car makes a deep move here. Is that the Peterson down on the inside? There's a bit of a clumsy move there. You can hear the hit.
It wasn't very sturdy, that was
late.
Yeah.
Competes during the season are also used in the Michelin Pilot Challenge. Here's a ouch. That's Vin Barletta in car number 96, the Turner Motorsport BMW. Vin won last year's Michelin Pilot Challenge Series along with his safe driver, but he just got in there a little bit too hot, locked up the brakes, and around that car went. Just ahead, by the way, of number 12 I was just talking about, that is Michael Dayton, who just about to take evasive action.
Go look at it again. There's the contact with Ware and Kirby, and so we were on this incident where you see Cody Ware with the problem. Cars tap the wall on the right side apex. There's a look at Cody Ware. Once he got going again, he gets down there to turn 4, and the car just won't turn.
It was around about 8 seconds. The fastest lap of the race had been reset by Stephen Argentinian. Cool. No, and he didn't. He, to his credit there, just carried a bit too much speed into the corner. Heavy impact at the front end of that BMW. And but I think he's able to.
But you've got to let these hand-cooked tires get up to temperature, up to pressure, and a problem there. Man, that is a big hit. Drivers left, and you can see Miller gets by, and then Berkeley just turns in. I think he must have thought that.
Let's have a look. See.
Whoa. And we talk about traction control, Jeremy.
Yeah.
High enough setting, but it's still, you can't fix physics. And then Rao comes in there. I think he sees the slower car, the 98 that is spun.
That one motorsport team got that car repaired again, and I spoke to Tony this morning. He was somewhat chastened by that spin yesterday, and certainly took a beating after that. Unfortunately, this isn't going to do his confidence any good either, is it? That 4th position in the class.
And it's a very similar problem to what we've seen with other cars. It looks like turn in is okay, and perhaps
able to take part this weekend.
Here's a look at what happens to the 48. Man, that spin is late in the corner and then loops it back around to the end.
Temperature during the pit stops. Does he get any help here? No,
I think he just gets in there, Jeremy.
He's the helper, isn't he?
He's the helper, exactly.
Yeah, Pro-Am class, Jerome Blekemolen in car number 54 has just snuck. Oops, there's a spin there for.
Let's take a look. Comes into your shot from the right side of the screen. That's the 48 going around on his own, so no big. But here's what happens up here. I think that's a spin on their own. There's the 21. It's Nico Rieger, I think.
And so it'll be white flag next time. That's a big slide.
There's
for
the problem
number
for
98
Shi.
car.
Yeah. The problem.
So we'd seen him off track and spinning at turn 4. He got back on and continued, but has he done some damage? An access road there. Yeah, he just went a tiny bit further over. He's Hansen had got it perfectly right. Jaminet 3 inches further across and hooked. Oh, carnage there. I have no idea. Risi off to the right, then to the left. There's already damage on the front.
Unbelievably
Inception is banged up as well. So was it the two McLarens coming together? Yes, as they checked. Now, again, was that on his own? Oh, he just...
Yeah.
Oh, that's a carbon copy of Mathieu Jaminet's incident in pits have closed. However, oh, he just got on the curb as he was trying to get past some GT traffic. Over the bumps here. Oh, there's a touch on the leader. He's off. He's off. That's a huge one. And he's over. This is painting the energy. But that's a big off at a fast part of the circuit. It was Josh who was coming up on Michael and just missed his braking and turned him around and then tapped him again. Josh might get a penalty for that. They were both passing the EO number 77 Porsche, which, thank you, Nick. And another incident for the Tower car. Twice on the same lap, he's been biffed. That time by the...
From what it looks like right now.
That was a big hit for the Krejcik car, thankfully.
Oh, and also the other Ford with that problem for number 63 car, because with the Roman Grosjean was directly behind him on the racetrack, and he's now going to go through.
Right in front of him. So he gets on the brakes there and he can't let it go, otherwise he's just going to get into the side of that.
Kind of looking down to the inside, and what happens there, it's such a long...
That wasn't well
getting there. Here's the 62-year-old driver from
Chestnut
Hill. He did in fact lose it and then rolled at about 45.
Here in LMP3, down on the inside, gets on the bumps, slides out, and I think he comes off the throttle. Josh Burden behind the wheel comes off the throttle because he's a
17. Yeah, just acceleration coming out. Very bumpy there. We saw the cars leaping and bounding over those bumps.
TP cars going past GTD cars and contact. That's what put Pippo Durrani upside down and out of this race.
Yeah, may have just lost the front end a little bit of that traffic up ahead, run a little bit wide, try to tug it back on the racetrack. That was so close.
On his own or get some help.
Ooh, I'd say.
Yeah.
Little party down there in the restart zone.
On board here.
This is heading into turn 5 right there. Argy just turns him. Crossover there with classes as well. We talk about that dynamic late in the go and how aggressive everyone will be. So it's a
ponto de atolamento ali nessa terrona, nesse terrão que fica aí. Boa parte do equilíbrio da Copa da HB20 pode ser visto na
tão fraco, mas o segundo setor já não é tão bom.
Olha só o que aconteceu com o Leandro Parisotto, quicou tanto que essa roda traseira deve ter quebrado ali. Safety car, confirmado.
Então, agora os pilotos estão ali nos boxes, já reabre e eles voltam para a pista para aí garantir o melhor tempo possível e tentando dar o seu máximo, que ali todo mundo com certeza vai acelerar o máximo que se levar em consideração também que o sol já começa a baixar um pouco aqui em Campo Grande, a temperatura da pista pode ter diminuído um pouco, então tem várias nuances que podem ajudar ali os pilotos que vão.
Olha só, primeiro ali a rodada do Nick Monteiro, né? E logo em seguida tivemos mais um episódio, foi nesse cotovelo que traz para a reta, olha, já veio de lado ali o Alex Seid e conseguiu manter o controle. Aí o primeiro que rodou lá foi o Léo Yoshi. O Yoshi viu o mundo ao contrário, o Edson Reis acompanhou. Yoshi acabou sendo atingido pelo carro exatamente do Kayan Chianca. Mas uma batida fraca.
Hay novedades en los primeros lugares. Bueno, se van reorganizando. ¡Ay, mirá vos! Ahí lo cruzaron a Maximiliano Trani. Ahí va quedando. Y bueno, y varios van doblando. Y mira vos. Y ahí aparece ahora Ortiga para saltar al segundo lugar. Y ahí hay una máquina que pasa de largo. Coelho que venía recuperando posiciones en el arranque. Termina en la zona del pasto. Bueno, una largada. Capa y espada al toro. Bravo. Se cumplen ya 3 vueltas. ¡Uy, golpazo! Golpazo de Massonat. Atención, un golpazo en la principal.
Aí o pau tora. Aí ninguém dá nada de graça o tempo todo. São 4 categorias. Temos a... Opa! Já tem carro vendo o mundo ao contrário. Já vai posicionar ali, me parece o carro número 10. Me parece o Michael Mello.
No replay. Roda aí, Ian Eli, hein? Ian Eli roda, ele que ocupaba el tercero.
Allí sobre el piano.
Ancho se fue.
Sí. Y ahí lo superaba Franco Angaramo, que no se lo llevó puesto. Ahí está.
Es Ernesto Celestino Besone 2, ¿no? El que acaba de ganar, ¿no?
La carrera. Ahí está, fíjense, ya lo había pasado Campillay y Saba. Sí. Claro, lo había pasado Campillay y Saba y cuando entra en la recta lo engancha Saba.
Sí.
Ahí lo vemos. Da la sensación de que pisa algo lo sucio. Es en la parte más lenta que tiene este trazado. Muy perderse porque lo ataca uno por un lado y el otro por el otro. Campeones por afuera se tocaron cuando intentaba Campeones por afuera y Acosta que logra esquivarlo a Lautaro.
Podía haber estado ahí en la expectativa de sumar algunos puntos en el campeonato y menos mal que no, repito, lo mismo que pasó con Michelud en la largada, menos mal que no lo estampó otro y se hubiera quedado otro auto fuera, lo cual sería perjudicial.
Así durante toda la carrera. A ver, estaba el ingreso.
Tremendo,
Uy, allá también. Claro, y después sacan el auto. El primer auto logra sacarlo. Ahora, golpe muy fuerte. Muy fuerte. Ayala como que pierde la referencia. Sí. Y D'Amico le pega para que tenga a los dos muros.
El segundo lugar hacia atrás. Acá la reiteración. ¿Cómo lo atendían? A la Rauri.
Down into turn 1, so watch out for on the inside. I couldn't really see who that was, but Jason Dukas. Oh no, Jason Dukas. That's Amy Peacock as well. Couldn't get the car stopped
And it's sort of in the midfield, but the race goes on. I think it was possibly 42. Emily Cotty seemed to struggle.
Hugh Moulton to the driver who was on the front row of the grid.
Morgado to the outside, looking for the over-under, and Formal, big mistake! Danny Formal loses the rear.
For the Energy Cause team, yeah, we expect him to be far further up the pack. Ian Hamacha, who was really quick in qualifying in kart number 220, for the...
O nos haga el de manzana los compañeros en la categoría de 1000, aquí en este caso el del K64, se siguió Alexis Sierra, pegó contra el Air Defense, se encuentra bien el piloto, ahí lo vemos ya como...
So just down there, just pushing a bit too much. That was on his first flying lap. That is it's a weird crash. That's come from way back. I think that was Kevin who went like a torpedo on the inside.
So perhaps coming.
This is corner number 12, Barry Russell, and the contact behind the front end.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he hit from the back. An immediate accusatory finger
from Malaysia. It's a pit spike, who again just forces Wayu Ajichuluksana to stand up. And we've got our first casualty.
And the other rider goes right.
But let's have a look here, and look at the finish here from Ahmad Afi Bramram. Brilliant work by Russell.
Yeah, it was absolutely beautifully judged. Just behind Wayu Ajichuluksana, those other two bikes went off.
To the final corner, level pegging. Cal Vietnam is, as you say, was pushed wide and off the track. He would get...
Have a look. Here goes Azroy. Yeah, he loses the front. He's trying to avoid, I think, going into Wayu Nugroho.
He's involved, and we are most concerned about him. But glad to say he is reported to be okay. Helmi goes through. He catches after Azroy Hakim had gone down earlier. So Azroy lost out. Helmi went into the back of Wayu Nugroho, and that, I suspect...
Azroy to slow.
And then Wayu coming through here. He high sides, and that's always scary when the bike follows you down the circuit. Just avoids him. I can tell you that talking about Brown, the Kawasaki of Ayoshi is there, slipping out.
Down goes.
It's 41.
It's Irfan Heikel.
Oh, Irfan Heikel, that is...
Ahí tenemos. Oh, ha caído así. Sí, ha caído fuerte.
There in third position, he quickly got himself into the lead. Lucas Kuhnen then fell.
And number 80, Andre, and down goes, hitting the deck early on. Whoa! And he had to recover from that one. The real trouble was occurring. Look how close it is, look how easy it is for things to go wrong. Paul Jonas there squeezing through. Whoa! Well, was that who triggered that accident? Number 70, Ruben it was, who fetched down Yago Hertz on the Yamaha. Kawasaki slid off. Whoops, had to regain territory from there, but at least slid off on half. Young Riders Championship in the German series last year. Oh no. And that's what...
Jason Anderson and the 18 of Chet Lawrence.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, that's just...
And a trio of Yamahas. Oh no! And tangled up is Deegan, and is that the 43 of Hamaker down?
Here you go. He's going for the pass and the move. There's going to be heavy contact made. And the reason that he went down right there in high side, it'd be clear. Everything's good. Oh, you see him move the handlebars? When he did that midair, he could see that he wasn't going to hit the rut that he wanted to. He almost saved it. Had he...